Here we go again, back at it with another banger. Peace and love, Frag family. Today, I've got a super special for you. I got 10 bomb hidden gem fragrances that you've never heard of. And I know you've never heard of them because I can't find any information anywhere online of people talking about them. Most of these, if not all of these, have no reviews, have barely any information, maybe a few reviews online written. So I got some specials for you, and the price points are fantastic. The quality is out of this world. The smells, you're gonna want to hear about these. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm telling you all the secrets, all the gems. Gatekeeping's just weird. Tell people what you wear. If they ask, tell them. Like, who cares? That's why I'm doing it for you. I'm leading the way. The first one we got on the list today is Somin's Capriccio. Made by a company called Somin's. It's a Spanish company, and this came out in 2022. And this is made by Chris Maurice. Chris Maurice is a super famous perfumer. He's made some of the best perfumes that you know about. Nichane's Nefs, Nichane's B12. He did Xerjoff's Pico Valladama. He did the new one, the Tony Iommi Monkey Special. This guy has a plethora of bangers on his perfume catalog, and he made this. Now this, Somin's, is the best, hands down, the best hybrid that you never heard about. It's a hybrid of, wait for it, the two most popular fragrances there are, Aventus and BR540. And this thing bangs. It is super high quality ingredients. This is a juicy, airy blend of Aventus and BR540. It's light. It has depth at the same time. This fragrance is dangerous. This is the one. I'm telling you, when I smelled it, as soon as I smelled it, because I got it for such a good price, I went back, not even a week later, and bought another bottle. Now, this is a juicy pineapple of the older batches of Aventus, the ones that were really deep and that were really rich. That same exact pineapple, you're getting that right off the bat, off the top. There is a cranberry note, but the cranberry note doesn't come off as tart or sweet. It really doesn't come through. I think it's just there to add to that pineapple, and it adds such a beautiful blend. There is the oak moss that is in the bottom of the base. There's a little bit of birch, there's a little musk, a little amber, and that just adds into this base of Aventus. Then there is definitely this airy, long-lasting, ethereal quality of the BR540 that to me almost feels like a little bit of a mix of the BR540 Eau de Parfum with the X-Straight. Now, if you know the difference between the two of the Maison Francis Kurkdjian's BR540s, the EDP is a little bit more airy, a little bit more fleeting, a little bit more wafting, and the X-Straight is deeper, it's richer, it's sweeter, and I almost get a mix of both of those here. Now, this thing is a 50-50 mix of the Aventus and the BR540, right down the middle. You don't get one poking up above the other at any point in the life of this fragrance. This thing is a sexy pineapple beast made with quality ingredients, perfectly unisex down the middle. And here's how I just know it's perfectly unisex. I wear it, I love it. I introduced it to my wife. I said, hey honey, smell this fragrance. I just got this. It is amazing. And she smelled Aventus before, and Aventus immediately upon smelling Aventus, oh, that's masculine. Oh, that's nice, but I wouldn't wear it. That's what she says. She smelled this, and she's like, okay. She puts it on, and for the next 2 weeks, she wore it. After the first week, I said, okay, I'm going to get another bottle because this is now going into her pile. She's going to be using this. So she uses this at least once a week. Great bottle, great sprayer. Look at the sprayer. Super atomized. Fantastic. Somin's Capriccio. The best hybrid that you've never heard about. Forget Dua, forget the Alexandras, forget all the other hybrids. Bro, go for this one. And I got this. Now I'm gonna let it out, and I'm probably gonna buy another bottle by the time this video comes out, just so I'm stacked. I got a backup bottle. I got 2 of these. I'm trying to get another 3rd one. On eBay, there's a seller that has these for like $70. He's got the whole line. There are some other bangers in there. Later in the video, I'm going to tell you about another one from Soulman's, but these guys are worth it. They didn't sell out quite a lot, so when they came out, they were about 300, and now you can find them for about 100. Bro, if you like Aventus, if you like BR540, if you layer those 2 together, forget it, just go get this. You won't even want the Aventus in 540 anymore, because this does it. Next up on the list, we have Ramon Manigal, Invisible But Cool. Now, Ramon Manigal just came out with about 4 or 5 new fragrances this past year. And out of those 4 or 5 fragrances, I really didn't dig any of them. But this one, I did. Now, this thing, it's like, all right, if you took this fragrance, and put this in a Louis Vuitton bottle, you wouldn't even think twice. You just say, yeah, Louis Vuitton killed it. They definitely made a fragrance that is light, airy, transparent, citrus, a little aromatic, with an ambroxan and an Isoe Super in the background. This thing is well blended, super easy to like, mass appeal, easy reach. It is unisex. It goes right down the middle. You can wear this in the heat of the heat. You can wear this to the gym. You can wear this to the office. You can wear this on date night if you're not trying to overpower, but you just want to have a nice skin scent that also pushes because of the ambroxan and Isoe. This thing pushes. You're going to get 3 to 5 feet about this. It's giving me 6 to 8 hours. This thing, it acts like the name says, invisible but cool. There's not really a cooling effect, but it does make you feel light, airy, easygoing. And it almost plays peekaboo with its smell. That's from the Isoe Super and the ambroxan mixed with the other ingredients. It comes in and out in waves. You're gonna get it. If you're just sprayed it and you're sitting next to somebody, they're gonna smell it and they're gonna like it. And they're not gonna feel overpowered by it because it's just going to waft in and out of your senses. Ramon Manigal, Invisible But Cool. Great value for the money. Now, these things came out and they were like 200. And right now, since they're not selling like crazy, you can get this for about 80 to 120. I think I got this for about 100. It's perfectly unisex and it's a hidden gem. Nobody talks about it. There's not one review online in English about this. There's a lot in Spanish. There's nothing in English. Ramon Manigal, Invisible But Cool. You can see how much that's used. And I got a lot of fragrances. The next one we're rocking with is Cartier Barcelona's Revolution. Man, this thing it just came out this year. Nobody talks about it. There's no reviews about it. People don't really respect it. I think that Cartier Barcelona has had a lot of hits and a lot of misses over the years. And so people aren't really rushing out to try their stuff. I'm telling you, I really like that house. You got to really sample though. Now, with this thing, this is what you get. Ozone and suede leather. You get an ozone note, not a mineral, not a beachy, not a marine note. It's ozone, like the air. It's very airy. It has a blue quality to it. And you get a suede note. There are other notes in there, but that's basically what you get. And I love it for that. It does something so unique and so different in my collection that it has its place. I'm going to come out with a video talking about leather and suede. Now, I have a lot of leather fragrances. There's very few straight up leather fragrances that I really gravitate towards. But a suede leather, now that's my jam. I love suede. Suede is smooth. It's sexy, it's velvety, it has a silkiness to it, and this does that. It does suede amazingly. This is so good. I can wear this in the dead of the heat. I can wear this in the fall. I can go into the winter. Now, this has a special place in my collection because of that ozone note. It's what separates it from any other suede. There's really not a suede or leather that does this, where it has this ozonic quality. Good pressurized sprayer. Man, it's light, it's dewy, it's playful, it's gorgeous, elegant, ozonic. You get this airiness, this vibe where, man, sometimes I'll get out the shower and I'll just throw this on. Recent pickup where I have fallen in love with this, and it's a hidden gem because nobody talks about it. Nobody knows about it. And I got this from Sense Angel for like 80 bones. And this thing was like $250 when it came out, and it just recently came out. I'm gonna spray it again because that just smells so good. Man, there's something so intriguing, so unique, so new, but so familiar. Nothing like a strong leather or a sort of potent leather that you get from like a Tom Ford Tuscan leather. Nothing like that. It's very sensual, done very well, while also being dry and crisp from that ozonic note. It's delicate while being deep. It has a body to it for sure. So this thing will kind of push about a foot and a half, and it starts to sit close to the skin at about 4 to 5 hours, and then it goes for like 8 hours. This thing just keeps on going. It does not stop. On clothes, you're getting 3, 4, 5 days. Cartier Barcelona, under the radar, Revolution. Okay, this next one, I'm super excited to give it to you. Not to gatekeep it. I've been sitting on this thing for about a year. And, okay, this is by the house of Bodhi the Victorious. Now, if you know anything about Bodhi Victorious, they're an English brand, and they take a lot of really popular fragrances on the market and they make it their own, and they make it better. They use better ingredients, they blend it better, they add their own little twist on it. They've done this with the top scents in the market. So, you know, Ganymede, they've made it better, a little bit more airy, a little more fresh, a little lighter, weirdly longer lasting. They've done this with Megamar. They did this with Santal 33. And this is called Bodhi the Victorious Adoration. And what this is, now they have tons of their own personal inspirations that are just fantastic. They're a very top niche house. But this is essentially redoing and making it its own fragrance of one of the most popular fragrances on the market. When I say it, you're going to be super surprised. You didn't even know this existed. BTV, Bodhi the Victorious Adoration, is their inspiration of YSL Tuxedo. Bam! YSL Tuxedo. Let it rain. Dude, this is a fresher, lighter, crispier, airier version of YSL Tuxedo. Not light in density or wear, just lighter in smell. It's a little bit more versatile. Where Tuxedo, you feel like you want to dress up, you need a collared shirt, you might want a suit. This can go all those directions and a little bit leaning into casual wear. And it's a rosy, patchouli, amber spice. Now the rose is in the background. The patchouli is kicked up. It's not chocolatey. It's more dusty. It's more velvety, and the ambergris adds a sparkle to this. This is one of the most popular scents is YSL Tuxedo, and this does it better. Bodhi the Victorious Adoration. You didn't even know this existed. I had a 75 ml of YSL Tuxedo, and I really did like it. It wasn't just like, you know, head over heels. This is my favorite fragrance of ever, but it was really good. It was just honestly the projection. It sat so close to the skin. It had a almost niche action to it, but it had a designer wear. Like, it just did not push at all. You had to be in here to smell it. And although there's moments for that, I do want some push. This thing pushes more. So as soon as I got that one, I finished that one mostly, sold off the little bit rest, and now I've been sitting on this for almost a year. Special occasion, so I've worn this about 4 or 5 times. First time I wore it, didn't even tell my wife what it is. I just wore it, and she's walking behind me. She's like, "Oh, whatever you're wearing smells great." And that's my litmus test. As long as my wife likes it, and I'm pretty lucky. She likes most things. So, Bodhi, the Victorious Adoration, their inspiration of YSL Tuxedo, and this price per mil can be found and gotten cheaper than YSL Tuxedo. I think I saw it last night on the internet for somewhere around 2 for 100 mil. YSL Tuxedo for the 125 mil, you're looking at 350. So better deal, better high quality scent, a little bit more versatile, a little stronger, a little fresher, a little brighter. The beautiful, beautiful, untalked about, untouched gem, Bodhi, the Victorious Adoration. Check it out. And for number 5 of our 10 list, we have Virgos Anka. Nobody knows about this. Underground hidden gem. Methods are crazy on this one. Bro, I have a view of this already on my channel. I'm going to link it so you can get the full review. My pop always said, if something is worth saying once, it's worth saying 100 times. So when you see stuff in my lists, you're going to see it pop up often because it's that good. It's not a one-off. If it's a one-off, then how is it really that good? So this thing, hidden gem, underground killer. This is like hip hop that it went underground and is about to blow. Virgos Anka. No reviews, nobody's talking about it. This, simply put, is if you took Ganymede, the regular, the amazing Ganymede, the amazing violety, ozonic, sort of ethereal, otherworldly smell of Ganymede, and then you took Virgos Vanilla Oud, where you get that sweet, lingering depth of the vanilla and the oud that's just really kind of even with that vanilla, and you brought down the vanilla, you brought down the oud, you smoothed them out really well. Then you took the smoothed out vanilla oud by Virgos, and you took the Ganymede by Marc Antoine Barrio, and you mix them together. That's what you get. You get an even mix of Ganymede and vanilla oud. My goodness, this is a banger. I'm talking about it. I'm going to keep on hyping it. If you like either one of those fragrances, I just got this 2-3 months ago, and I'm blown away by it. I cannot wait to continue to wear this into the fall and the winter. The longevity and the intensity is phenomenal. Both of those scents are phenomenal. Now, when you look up the fragrance notes of this and you're looking at it, it's not going to look anything like what it smells like. The notes are all over the place. This thing looks wild, but you're basically getting Ganymede and vanilla oud in a perfect balanced mixed. Gosh, this is so good. And bro, this was like 100 bones, maybe 90. This was a great, fantastic, like this thing is going to last forever. 4 sprays of this and it's enough. And I'm a heavy sprayer. I'm like an 8 to 15 sprayer. 4 sprays of this is plenty. Dude, Virgos Anka. I'm gonna drop the bomb on it. Wait for the next one. The next list that I have, the next video, I got 5 more bangers that you again have never heard of. They're not reviewed. They are just out of this world. And number 1, I'm holding it right here. I'm gonna gatekeep it till the next video, but I'm gonna let it out. This, if I were to have a signature scent, this is hard to say. I never really felt this way until I smelled this. Out of 600-800 fragrances that I've smelled, owned 400 or 500, whittled down to a proper collection of 200-300, and only allowing certain fragrances in my collection that don't produce redundancy and have a place, this by far would be my unique blend, beautiful, everyday, easy wear, while being just magnificent signature scent. There, I said it. This would be my signature scent. When people ask me what's my favorite, there's two I go to. This one would be the one. Everybody likes it. I wore this yesterday. We're going to get into it. I got you. Just wait for the next one. Scent Savant, out.